Wow, we are going to learn so many cool things on this Homeschool Pop video. Alright, what's the first thing we should learn? How about even and odd numbers? A number belongs to one of two groups. Either it's an even number or it's an odd number. So what's going on? Why is this even a thing? We're going to talk about it. Even and odd is actually pretty easy, but it's just a matter of knowing what to look for. So we're going to be like detectives together, okay? You're going to have an eagle eye. To help us out on our quest, we're going to use dinosaurs. Dinosaurs are awesome. And here's a red dinosaur that's, I don't know why it's windy. There's wind going on, and I don't know. Let's change the scenery. Let's make it more modern day. There you go. Look at that. Just walking through the neighborhood, strolling. He's ready to help us discover the secret, right? To knowing even and odd. So what is this key that we're looking for? What are we looking for that will tell us if a number is even or if the number is odd? An even number can be grouped by 2. An odd number cannot be evenly grouped by 2. So it's all about the number 2, and that might sound confusing. Let me show you and you'll see. Here is the easiest number to do. We're looking for the number 2, okay? Can it be put in a group of 2? Well, yes, because it's the number 2. We've got 2 dinosaurs. That makes 2 even. Now this is odd. This dinosaur's all alone. He's not in a group of 2. This makes the number 1 an odd number because he's all alone. That's odd. It's an odd number. Let's look back at the number 2. See, what's neat about this is it's an even group of 2. That means our dinosaur has a friend. He can talk to his friend. He can hang out. It's not weird. It's not odd. It's an even number. Here we have 3 dinosaurs. Now, can we put the number 3 in even groups of 2? Well, no, because that third dinosaur is all alone. The top 2 dinosaurs have somebody. 3 is odd. There's one that's missing a partner. Here we have 4 dinosaurs. Now we're looking for groups of the number 2. Now we have 2 groups of 2 here. That means it's an even number. Each dinosaur has a friend. Wow, 5 dinosaurs. But look, one on the bottom doesn't have a pal, doesn't have a friend. That's odd. It's not evenly grouped into 2. 5 is an odd number. Hey, buddy, okay, don't run. Okay, we'll get back to the even numbers. I know you don't like the odds. You don't like being the odd dinosaur out. It's okay. I promise this next number is going to be even because it goes for even, odd, even, odd. Just hang on. Man, dinosaurs, so temperamental, I mean, what's that all about? I mean, a dog wouldn't have done that, Dogs are better, I think, now than dinosaurs, I'm just kidding. Dinosaurs are so cool. Moving on. Here we have 6 dinosaurs. Now, each dinosaur has a friend. That means 6 is even. You can split it up in groups of 2. Oh, here we have 7 dinosaurs, but there's one dinosaur that's all alone. 6 of them have friends, but one is all alone, doesn't have a pair. 7 is odd. The number 8. Does everyone have a friend? Yes! There's no one without a friend. Number 8 is an even number. It splits up into 2 very nicely. 8 is even. Let's go even higher. The number 9. Now you can see really quick. It's easy to spot. Is 9 even or odd? Yes, it's odd. There's one who doesn't have a friend. 9 is odd. Oh my goodness, 10. 10, is it even or is it odd? You tell me. You know how to do it now. You know the trick. Yes, 10 is even. Everybody has a friend. we're about to teach you 2 sneaky tricks that you can use with even and odd numbers, okay? So seriously, it's not really sneaky, but anyway. So this first trick is that all of the numbers alternate from odd to even and back, and we're going to show you what that means and what that looks like. Here we have the first 10 numbers, numbers 1 through 10. And the trick was, all of the numbers alternate from odd to even and back. Do you remember if number 1 is odd or even? Yes, number 1 is odd, because remember, number 1's all by himself, doesn't have a friend, doesn't have a partner. It's not an even number. Number 1 is odd. Now, we remember number 2, right? Number 2 is even. Yes, because it can be grouped in 2, because it is 2. Now, if they alternate, that means which one is number 3? It's odd. This is where it gets fun. If 3 is odd, then that means 4 is even. Good job. And if 4 is even, that means 5 must be odd. Yeah. And if 5 is odd, that means 6 must be, you guessed it, even. And if 6 is even, that means 7 must be odd. Yes, 7 is odd. If 7 is odd, that means 8 is, come on, what's the pattern? 8 is even, and if 8 is even, that means 9 must be odd. And if 9 is odd, come on, is this not just the most fun trick ever? If 9 is odd, that means 10 is even. They all alternate. So the first trick is that they alternate. The numbers alternate. Odd, even, odd, even, odd, even, odd, even, odd, even. Now, we're going to look at the second trick. The second trick is that with numbers bigger than 10, if it's odd or even, you can see on the end. With numbers bigger than 10, if it's odd or even, you can see on the end. To demonstrate, let's play a game we here at Homeschool Pop call odd or even. We're going to look at a number that's bigger than 10, and we're going to look on the end to see if it's even or if it's odd. Our first one is the number 21. Is it odd or is it even? It's odd. How? Why? Well, we look on the end. The end is a 1. A 1 is odd. It's all by itself. A 1 is odd, so 21 is odd because 1 is the ending. Did you know that means 71 is odd, and 101 is odd, and 131 is odd, and the number 1001 is odd? Why? They all end in 1. Let's try this one, the number 32. Is it odd or is it even? 32 is even. Well, how do we know? Because of the ending. Look at the ending. It's the number 2. 2 is an even number because it's a group of 2. It can be put in groups of 2 because it is 2. The same rule applies. This is the second trick. With numbers bigger than 10, if it's odd or even, you can see on the end. Every single number that you can think of that ends in 2 is an even number. Let's try one that's a little more tricky. Let's try the number 100. Is 100 odd or is it even? 100 is even! It's even, and we know that because of the ending. It ends in a 0. Now remember our second trick. With numbers bigger than 10, if it's odd or even, you can see on the end, and the ending is a 0, and every number that ends in 0 is even. Let's look at the chart again. As you can see, 10 on the bottom ends in 0, and it's even. Every single number that ends in a 0 is even, just like every number that ends in a 1 is odd. Every number that ends in a 2 is even. Every number that ends in a 3 is odd, because 3 is odd. Every number that ends in a 4 is even. And it goes on and on. Numbers that end in 5 are odd. Numbers that end in 6 are even. Numbers that end in 7 are odd. Numbers that end in 8 are even. Numbers that end in 9 are odd. And then numbers like 10 that end in 0 are always even. So there you go. Odd and even. As long as you learn these, you'll know any number, because the endings always tell you if it's odd or even. So once you know these, you'll know all of them. Here's our friend Fred. We heard that he just took up the harp. He just started playing the harp. Fred, we can't hear you. We're having audio problems with Fred right now. Fred, you look so happy playing. We can't hear you, okay? You gotta wear your mic or something. We can't hear the music. Oh, he doesn't even know. Isn't that nice? You know, Fred is just plucking away. He's having a good time. You know, kind of like we're having a good time right now with these learning videos. And next, we are going to learn about three-dimensional shapes. This is going to be awesome. Love the 3D shapes. A lot of people know the 2D shapes. You might not know the 3D shapes. You're in the right place. Before we get started, let me just dance here real quick. This is really cool music. I really like this. You know, I like to dance. You know, some people, they're not dancers. You know, I dance. I dabble in dancing. You know? Alright, that's enough. Can somebody turn that music off? I mean, seriously, I can't teach like this. I can't teach with this music going on. You know, I feel like I'm in a candy shop. Let's turn the music off, please. Thanks. So here they are, our old friends, the 2D shapes. You're familiar with these, you know? You're familiar with the circle, the oval, the triangle, the pentagon, the trapezoid, the hexagon, the square, the rectangle, the parallelogram, and the octagon. And these aren't all our shapes, our 2D shapes, you know, but these are old family friends of ours. We don't want to just forget about these. And before we look at 3D shapes, it's really important for us to look at these shapes again, because these are old friends. So we're going to look at each one of these one by one, just to make sure you know who they are before we learn all these new shapes. This first shape doesn't even need an introduction. It's the circle, that round figure. It's awesome. We love this shape. It's one of the first ones we ever learn, the circle. This next shape is one of the stretchy shapes, the oval. It's like a circle got stretched out. It's elongated. It's a tremendous shape, the oval. Here's another familiar shape, the triangle, 3 sides. We love the triangle. The triangle is great. The 3-sided friend, 3 sides, a triangle. Wait, I keep saying we love the shapes. I mean, we like the shapes, but do you love the shapes? Do I love the shapes? I mean, I don't know. Maybe I need to take it easy here. Alright, let's keep going. The square. 4 sides, all equal. You know, the square's good. The square's a good shape, you know? Sometimes you just need a square. Sometimes you just need a square. Here's the rectangle. The rectangle is longer than the square because not all 4 sides are equal. The rectangle. I know. We're in the middle of something here, but I have to share this, okay? So, what do you call a hamster with a top hat? Abrahamster Lincoln. I digress. The trapezoid, a cool shape with two of the sides being parallel to each other, and the parallelogram, another four-sided shape. Both pairs of sides are parallel to each other. And finally, the pentagon with 5 sides, the hexagon with 6 sides, and the octagon with 8 sides. What awesome shapes! So let's go ahead and do a quick 2D shape quiz. I need your help. I want to see if you really learned these, if you really know these before we get into the 3D shapes. So help me out here. We're going to have an awesome time. Wait, what? It's not my birthday? Oh well. What type of shape is on the top? Yeah, a circle. What type of shape is in the middle? A square. Awesome. Okay, now, what shape is on the bottom? Of course, a triangle. Awesome job. Now we've got more. This is a little trickier. Which shape is in the middle? Yeah, a trapezoid. Which shape is on the right? The pentagon. Good job. And which shape is on the left? Yeah, the square. Now try these. Which shape is on the bottom? Yeah, the oval. Which shape is on the top? Yeah, the parallelogram. Which shape is in the middle? Alright, the rectangle. Great job. Alright, the last one. Which shape is on the left? Yeah, the hexagon. Which shape is on the right? Great, the octagon. And which shape is in the middle? Phenomenal, the pentagon. Alright, we're ready to learn the 3D shapes. We're going to learn how to identify the 3-dimensional shapes. If you struggle through the quiz, you might want to watch the first part of the video again. Otherwise, let's get started. So as we're starting out, it's important to remember what makes a 3D shape a 3D shape. There's an old rhyme that says 3D shapes are fat, not flat. And you can see that with the sphere, which is a 3D shape we're about to learn, and the circle. The circle is flat, but the sphere is 3D. It's 3-dimensional, and all the shapes are like that. So let's learn all these 3D shapes. So the first 3D shape we're going to learn is the sphere, the one that we just mentioned. The sphere is the 3D version of the circle. It's perfectly round. There are spheres all around us. One of the spheres we see all the time are balls like this soccer ball. A soccer ball is a sphere. It's perfectly round. It's a 3D circle. It's a sphere. You know this sphere. Yes, it's the Earth. It's where we live. Our planet is a sphere. How cool is that? Our own planet is a sphere, perfectly round. It's a sphere. In this picture, we have 2 spheres. Can you spot them? Yeah, the 2 spheres are the 2 bowling balls. Perfect round spheres. Spheres are all around us. Here we have a group of 3 spheres, and you can count them right now. 1, 2, 3 spheres all together. The shape of a ball, a sphere, perfectly round. Well, there you have it, the sphere. What a cool 3D shape to start with. It's round, there are examples all around us, and it's just so cool. And you know what? The 3D shapes are going to get even better. Our second 3D shape is the cone. The cone is a really cool shape with a circle as the base or the bottom, and it all comes up to one point called a vertex. Here's an example of a cone I think we all love, the ice cream cone. If it doesn't have any ice cream inside and you flipped it upside down, you'd be able to see the circle base, and it all comes up to one point called the vertex. Here are two cones, a red cone and a blue cone, and you can see both cones have that circle base and it all comes up to a vertex. What wonderful cones! Have you seen these before? They're traffic cones. Here are many cones. I didn't count all of them, but there's a lot, and they're wonderful, wonderful cones. So that's our second 3D shape, the cone, a wonderful cone with a great circle base. It all comes up to one point called the vertex. How awesome is that? Our third 3D shape is the pyramid. I love the pyramid. The pyramid's great. It comes up to one point just like the cone, except the base is a square and the sides, instead of being smooth, they are triangles. Okay, like, these are awesome! These are so cool. The pyramids of Egypt, you see that they have the triangle sides, and the bottoms of these pyramids are square. They're awesome examples of the pyramid. This is a pretty cool pyramid. It's a decoration that you plug into the wall, but it's a great example of what a pyramid looks like. The bottom or the base is square, and there's the triangles on the sides. How cool is this? Here's another pyramid, and it's made of glass. There are so many decorations and things around, maybe even your house, that are shaped like a pyramid, because pyramids look so cool. People love putting them everywhere. There you go. I mean, the pyramid, it's a good shape. You see a lot of them around. They've got the square bottom or base and the triangles on the sides, and it all goes up to a vertex. It's a classic shape. It's pretty awesome. Our fourth 3D shape is the cylinder. Now, a cylinder is easy to spot because it's got a circle on the top and a circle on the bottom, and it's smooth all around. Here we have a can of soup, and it's a cylinder. It has a circle on the top, a circle on the bottom, and it's smooth all around. All cans and most jars are cylinders. Here we have 3 cylinders. They're candles. And can I tell you a secret? Most candles are cylinders too, right? Oh my goodness, this is just too crazy and too awesome. Here are 2 more cylinders. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Even batteries are cylinders? Cylinders are seriously everywhere. A circle on the top, a circle on the bottom, and smooth all around. I mean, really, the cylinder is everywhere. I mean, the circle on the top, circle on the bottom, smooth all around. Cylinder, like, what in the world? Do you have to be everywhere, okay? The next 3D shape is the cube. The cube is the 3D version of the square. It has 6 sides or faces that are all squares. Here we have 2 dice. Dice are in the shape of a cube. So these 2 dice are 2 cubes. They have 6 sides or faces that are all squares. Here we have many cubes. These are cubes that are made out of wood. Each of them have 6 sides or faces that are all squares. Here are 7 cubes of ice. Have you ever had a warm drink and you need to put ice in it? It's awesome because it has this great shape, the shape of a cube. 6 sides or faces, all squares. I mean, there you go. The cube, right? the 3D version of a square, and it's got squares all along the sides, right? There's 6 sides or faces, all squares, and I don't know. I think it's a pretty cool shape. Our final 3D shape is the rectangular prism. The rectangular prism is the 3D version of the rectangle. It has 6 sides or faces that are all rectangles. Okay, an awesome example of the rectangular prism are bricks. And here we have 4 bricks, which are 4 rectangular prisms, the 3D version of the rectangle. You may have seen this in your classroom or in your home. It's a Kleenex box, and the Kleenex box is a great example of the rectangular prism. It's got 6 sides or faces that are all rectangles. Okay, so the secret is most boxes are rectangular prisms. So here's another rectangular prism, and it's a box, and it's a shorter box, but it still has rectangles all around, and it's a rectangular prism. What else can we say? It's a cool shape. The rectangular prism is the 3D version of the rectangle. It has 6 sides or faces that are all rectangles, and it's just a neat shape to have around, I think. I mean, you know, it's cool. So let's review. Pyramid, cylinders, sphere, cylinder, cones, pyramid, rectangular prism, spheres. Let's do some more. On the top here we have cubes. We can tell that because it's a 3D square. It has 6 sides or faces. Each of them are squares. It's pretty cool. Do you remember what shape these bricks are? Yeah, a rectangular prism. They are rectangular prisms. They're the 3D versions of the rectangle. At the top we have a cone. A cone. It's got a circle base on the bottom, and it all comes up to one point called a vertex. Do you remember the shape here on the bottom? These are 3 cylinders. They have a circle on the top and a circle on the bottom, and it's smooth all around. You're doing such an awesome job. Seriously, it's so cool. So what's this top shape? Do you remember? Yeah, it's a pyramid. A pyramid has a square base. It comes up to one vertex or one point, and it has triangles as the sides. Alright, do you remember this last shape here on the bottom? Yes, it's the sphere, which is the 3D circle, and we started with it, and we're ending with it, and it's so awesome!
Hey, when is it going to be my turn? I want to be in this compilation video too. Okay, let's see. I'm going to teach about rhyming. The park is so much fun. You know what else is fun? Is using rhyming words while you're at the park. Like this. Have you ever tried to glide down the slide? It's like a game. Whee! That was great. And you can practice rhyming anywhere. Like at an airport. The planes fly high up in the sky. Whoa! Or at the grocery store. Don't drop your lollipop while you shop.
Oh, man!
Rhyming words are words that end in the same sound. Lollipop and shop are rhyming words because they end in the same sound. Lollipop, shop. Tried and slide are rhyming words because they end in the same sound, even though the sound is spelled differently. Tried, slide. Sky and drop are not rhyming words because they don't end in the same sound. Sky, drop. Do these words rhyme? Face, space. Great job! They rhyme because they end with the same sound. Do these words rhyme? Dog, plane. Very good. They don't rhyme because they don't end with the same sound. Do these words rhyme? Right, bright. That's it. They rhyme because they end with the same sound, even though the sound is spelled differently. You did great today. We learned that rhyming words are words that end in the same sound, even if the sound is spelled differently. Have fun finding rhyming words. See you next time.
Hey, Petey. I know. I heard about your plane. It's a cool plane, and it's neat. I don't know if it flies or you look pretty confident that it's going to fly, which is cool. Yeah, I see you. Hello. Yeah, thanks for waving. Thanks for saying hello. We're actually in the middle of learning. We're in the middle of learning a lot of new cool things right now, so I actually do have to go. Hi, you're still waving. Okay. We're gonna go, because now we need to learn about adjectives. Well, let's start at the beginning. What is an adjective? Oh, that's a great question. You may have heard that word before. What is an adjective? Well, this might sound a little weird, but in order to know what an adjective is, you have to understand what a noun is. And remember, a noun is a person, place, or thing. A person, like a doctor, or a place, like a bookstore, or a thing, like a desk. If it's a person, place, or thing, it's a word that's a noun. Well, here's where adjectives come in. Adjectives describe nouns. Adjectives are words that tell us more about nouns. So let's look at some adjectives for these nouns that we shared. The doctor, the bookstore, and the desk. The doctor. Two adjectives we could use to describe this doctor are tall and smart. Tall and smart describe this doctor, and the doctor is the noun. Remember, bookstore is a noun too. It's a place. What are two adjectives that we could use? Well, one adjective could be the word fancy. This looks like a pretty fancy little bookstore. And it also looks like it could be friendly. Friendly is another adjective we could use to describe this bookstore. Fancy and friendly are adjectives. They describe the noun. Well, what about this desk? Well, two adjectives that could describe this desk are clean and tan. Clean because you can see it's not a dirty desk. And also tan because that's the color of the desk. That describes the color of the desk. This is a tan desk. Tan and clean are adjectives. They're describing the nouns. All of these words you see are adjectives. Tall, smart, fancy, friendly, clean, and tan. Adjectives are pretty fun. All you have to remember is adjectives describe nouns. Now let's practice using adjectives to describe nouns. Look at this picture. These girls. How would we describe these girls? Well, some adjectives we could use the adjective happy. They look pretty happy. Look at those big smiles. What else would describe them? Do they look clean or do they look messy? Yeah, they look pretty messy. Messy is another adjective. Happy and messy describe these girls. That was a pretty good job. Now let's look at this picture. What are two adjectives we could use to describe this Lego toy? Well, he looks a little angry, doesn't he? Angry describes him. That means angry could be a good adjective. What's another adjective? Is this toy very big? Look at this toy compared to the grass. This toy is pretty tiny. Tiny describes the toy in this picture. So the two adjectives we could use are angry and tiny. They describe the noun. Wow, look at this picture. Look at all these trees. How would we describe these trees? What are some adjectives we could use to talk about these trees? Well, these trees are tall, aren't they? They seem to reach all the way up to the sky, it looks like from this picture. They are very tall. Something else about these trees, and we can tell this because of just how tall they are, they must be very old as well. These are old trees. These aren't young little saplings. These trees are tall and old. Tall and old are adjectives describing the trees. Oh wow, look at this picture. How would we describe the water in this picture? If the water is a noun, it's a thing, what are some adjectives we could use to describe it? Well, one of the first things we know about water is that it is wet, right? Whenever you get in water, you become wet because water is wet. That's an adjective we could use, right? What's another adjective we could use? Look at the color. What is the color of the water? Yeah, blue. Wet and blue are adjectives describing the water. Adjectives are words that describe nouns. Alright, that was pretty cool. Now let's play the adjective game and find out how much you really learned. Okay, so here's how the game works. We're going to show you a sentence, and you tell us which word is the adjective. It's kind of like a game where you hunt and find the adjective in the sentence. Let's get started. So here's the first one. The sentence says, he ran to the old store. Which word is the adjective? Remember, adjectives describe nouns. Which word is the descriptive word? Yeah, old. Old is the adjective. Awesome job. Here's the next one. The quick fox got away. Wonder which word is the adjective? Huh. Can you spot the adjective? Uh-huh. The word quick. Quick is the adjective. Quick is describing the fox. Quick is another word for fast. This is a quick fox that got away. Good job. Look at this one. It says he wanted to buy a new car. I think you might be getting the hang of it. Which word is the adjective? Yeah, the adjective is the word new, because new is describing the noun car. Great job. New is the adjective. Okay, here's our last one. The birds flew past the big building. Well, it's a long sentence. Can you pick out the adjective? The birds flew past the big building. Which word is the adjective? All right, big, yes. And why is big the adjective? It describes the noun building. It's describing a noun. It's an adjective. Awesome job. Alright, that was a great time, wasn't it? I mean, adjectives are so much fun. It's the way that we describe nouns. And right now, I'm hungry. That's an adjective. I'm describing myself. And look at that cake on that table. I wonder what are in those silver bins. I bet there's some really yummy food in there. Better go, but remember, you can use adjectives anytime. They're just words that describe nouns. We are so happy to have you with us. I mean, you are so awesome. You really are. Oh, you like my poster? Yeah, Mr. Whiskers poster, you know, it's pretty cool, you know. It's a pretty cool poster, pretty cool cat, too. I wonder what he would like to learn about next. If he would learn from one of our videos, what would he like to learn next? How about, let's learn about common and proper nouns. But before we learn that, we have to know, what is a noun? Well, noun is a word that is a person, place, or thing. In other words, if a word is a person, place, or thing, it is a noun. You may not realize this, but there are two types of nouns. There are common nouns, and there are proper nouns. And what's exciting is, by the end of this video, you're going to know the difference, and you're going to be able to spot them and figure out which kind of noun a noun is. So first, common nouns. Well, common nouns name a type of person, place, or thing. So what about proper nouns? Well, proper nouns name a specific person, place, or thing. So a common noun names a type of person, place, or thing. And proper nouns name a specific person, place, or thing. Now let's show you with some examples. Here's our first example. Oh, we love these. What's the common noun for this? Yeah, dog. This is a dog. Dog is the common noun. Now, let's say this dog's name is Fido. Fido is the proper noun for this dog because that's the specific name of this dog is Fido. Dog is the type of thing that this is, so it's the common noun. The common noun is dog. The proper noun for this is Fido. Here's another example. Here is a girl. A girl. And girl would be the common noun because a common noun is a type of person, place, or thing. But this girl's name is Rachel. Rachel would be the proper noun because it's a specific person, place, or thing. So the common noun is girl. The proper noun is Rachel. Here's another one. Here we have a picture of a park. Park would be the common noun. It's the type of person, place, or thing. Now let's say this park is called Smithfield Park. Smithfield Park would be the proper noun. It is the specific person, place, or thing that this is. It is a park, that's the common noun, and the proper noun is Smithfield Park. Remember, common nouns name a type of person, place, or thing. Proper nouns name a specific person, place, or thing. Let's look at this example. This is called a stadium. The common noun for this is stadium. But let's say the specific name of this stadium is York Stadium. York Stadium would be the proper noun. It's the specific person, place, or thing. The common noun is stadium. It's the type of thing that this is. York Stadium is the proper noun because it's the specific thing that this is. Let's try this one. What is this? What would be the common noun? Yeah, computer. Computer would be the common noun. Now let's say this specific computer is a Platinum 10. That means that the proper noun for this would be Platinum 10. The common noun is the type of person, place, or thing, which is a computer. And the proper noun is the specific one, which is the Platinum 10. Now, did you notice that all of the proper nouns start with a capital letter and all of the common nouns start with a lowercase letter? Isn't that interesting? Let's look back. Okay, so dog is common and it's lowercase, and Fido is the proper noun and it's uppercase. It's a capital letter. Let's see, and girl is the common noun here, and Rachel's the proper noun, and Rachel starts with a capital letter. Proper nouns always start with a capital letter. Oh wow, and Park is the common noun here, and it starts with a lowercase letter, and Smithfield Park is the proper noun, and so because it's a proper noun, it starts with capital letters. And let's look back at this one too. The common noun here is stadium, and the proper noun is York Stadium. And the proper noun, it starts with capital letters. York Stadium, they are capitalized because it's a proper noun. And what about this one again? Okay, the common noun is computer, so it has a lowercase letter, but the proper noun is Platinum 10, which is capitalized because it's the proper noun. Let's look at two more examples. Okay, this is a picture of a farm. Yeah, farm is the common noun, and notice it's got a lowercase letter. It's the common noun. It's the type of thing that this is. Now, the name of the farm is Johnsonburg Ranch. So that's the proper noun. It's the specific farm that it is. Johnsonburg Ranch. And notice how it's capitalized because it's a proper noun. Johnsonburg Ranch is the proper noun and it's capitalized. It's the specific thing that it is. Okay, now, this is our final one. The common noun of this is a map of a city. City would be the common noun. And notice the lowercase letter. It's the type of person, place, or thing. And it's got a little letter. It's the common noun. Now let's say this city is Denver. Denver would be the proper noun. And notice it's an uppercase or capital letter because it's the proper noun. It's the specific thing that it is. It's Denver. To review, if a word is a person, place, or thing, it is a noun. And there are two types of nouns: common nouns, which name a type of person, place, or thing, and proper nouns, which name a specific person, place, or thing. And of course, all of the proper nouns start with a capital letter, and all of the common nouns start with a lowercase letter. Well, now we're going to play a quick game to see how much you've learned. We're going to call this game Common or Proper. It's where we will share a noun with you, and you tell us whether you think it's common or proper. Here's the first one. Sock. Is this a common or proper noun? Is it common or is it proper? Yeah, it's a common noun. It's a type of thing. So we know it's a common noun, but also it starts with a lowercase letter. Sock is a common noun. Let's try this one. Mrs. Barrow. Is this a common or a proper noun? Yes, it's a proper noun. It's a specific person. We also have the clue that it has the capital letters. They start with capital letters. The capital M and the capital B tell us that this is a proper noun. Mrs. Barrow is a specific person. This is a proper noun. Great job. How about this one? Chicago. Is this a common or a proper noun? Yeah, it's proper. And we have two clues. The first one is that it's a specific place, Chicago. And also, what's the other clue? Yeah, it starts with a capital letter. We know that Chicago is a proper noun. Great job. How about this noun? Teacher. This might be a little tricky. Is this a common or a proper noun? Yeah, it's a common noun. It's a type of person. Also, what's the other clue that tells us that this is a common noun? The lowercase letter tells us this is a common noun. Let's try this one now. Box. Is box common or proper? What type of noun is this? Yes, it's common. It's a type of thing. And also, we know that it starts with a lowercase letter. That tells us that it's common. Here's our last one. Lincoln Elementary School. Is this a common or a proper noun? Is it common or is it proper? Yes, it's a proper noun. It's a specific place. And we also have the clue of the capital letters that it starts with. Thank you so much for playing that game. You did a great job. Well, that's it. Common and proper nouns. It's wonderful. Now you know the difference. If somebody asks you, hey, is this noun common or proper? Now you know. Now you know. Oh, this little baby's putting together a little craft, you know. Oh, it's so great. I just love that. That's so good. Wait a second. That paper's from that book, isn't it? Okay, this is not an approved arts and crafts activity right now. Okay, we're gonna have to take care of this, but first let's learn about prepositions. Yeah, wow, what a cool sounding word. What are prepositions? You're about to find out, and then you'll just be able to say prepositions, and you'll know exactly what you're talking about. It's going to be cool. First, we want to show you this, okay? And you might be saying, why are you showing us a bridge? Oh, there's a good reason for that. There's a very good reason for that. We're going to just keep that a secret for now. But for now, just look at this picture of a bridge. Bridges are so cool, aren't they? They're so cool. They're structures that connect two sides of things, don't they? And you can see the storm clouds are coming. It's probably going to start raining. You know, the photographer probably was running for cover. You know, but this is a nice picture of a bridge. Here's another picture of a bridge. Do you know the name of this bridge? Pretty famous bridge. Okay. Yeah, the Golden Gate Bridge, okay? The Golden Gate Bridge. If you didn't know that, you need to check out our video on the Golden Gate Bridge. Some fascinating facts there. You're going to love it. You're going to love sharing those with your friends and your family, and everyone's going to be like, what? Let's look at the Golden Gate Bridge again. It's an amazing bridge, and a bridge connects two sides. A bridge. You might be wondering, what does this have to do with prepositions? I thought we were talking about prepositions, not bridges. What is going on here? Well, that is what a preposition is. Okay? A bridge. A preposition is a bridge, okay? In the world of words and grammar, it's not really a bridge. You can't drive a car on a preposition, okay? That would be a little bit difficult, and you wouldn't be able to do it. But a preposition works just like a bridge in the world of words. A preposition is a bridge that comes before a noun or pronoun and connects it to the rest of the sentence. And this is how it works. For example, let's say we've got a noun at the end here, and then we've got the rest of the sentence. Now, we've got a problem. There's a big gap. Something's got to go in between. Now, let's say the part with the noun is my backpack, and the rest of the sentence is, I put my book. I put my book, my backpack. There's a gap. I mean, it's a lonely backpack. We need a connecting word. We need a bridge. So we put in a preposition. Yeah, a preposition, a bridge word, a connecting word that will connect the noun at the end to the rest of the sentence. So we're going to use the preposition in. So it would read like this. I put my book in my backpack. Now the noun backpack is connected to the rest of the sentence. Yay! Yay, bridge! Yay, prepositions! Let's look at this example. Charles loves to rest the floor. Uh-oh, there's a gap. We're gonna need a bridge. We're gonna need a preposition to connect floor to the rest of the sentence, aren't we? Let's try the preposition on. Charles loves to rest on the floor. Oh, it's perfect! On is connecting floor to the rest of the sentence. Charles loves to rest on the floor. Wow, that's perfect! That's perfect! I love prepositions. Prepositions can talk about place, time, or movement. Here's some examples of prepositions that talk about place. On, over, at, in, around, under, below, above, behind. These are all prepositions that talk about place or placement. Isn't that interesting? Let's look at this example. Beth enjoys skating the lake. Uh-oh, there's a gap. We need a preposition. We're going to need a preposition that talks about place. Let's try around. Beth enjoys skating around the lake. Oh, that's the perfect preposition for that. It connects lake to the rest of the sentence. Beth enjoys skating around the lake. Prepositions, we said this already. They're pretty cool. They're pretty awesome. Pretty amazing. All right, you got to connect. We need the connecting words. We need the bridges. We need prepositions. Now, prepositions can talk about time as well. Look at these prepositions. Before, during, after. These are prepositions. These are bridge words, connecting words. They're prepositions that talk about time. Look at this example. It snowed 4 inches the day. Oh, we're definitely going to need a preposition there, aren't we? Oh my goodness. What's a preposition we could use for this sentence? Let's try the preposition during. During. So, our sentence would read, it snowed 4 inches during the day. Wow, that's perfect. That's the perfect bridge word, the perfect connecting word, the perfect preposition. Now, prepositions can also express movement. Whoa. Like these prepositions, through, towards, to, into, across, along. These are prepositions, bridge words, connecting words that express movement. Let's try this one. We were glad we went the game. Uh-oh, we're definitely going to need a preposition. We have to connect game to the rest of the sentence. Let's try to. We were glad we went to the game. To is one of the prepositions that express movement. We were glad we went to the game. And now the word game is connected to the rest of the sentence. Prepositions can also just seem random. Like about, of, and from. You could just memorize these words as prepositions because they do kind of seem random. About, of, and from are all prepositions too. Here's our next sentence. We enjoy taking care the birds. Uh-oh, there's a gap. We're going to need to fill that with a bridge word, a preposition, aren't we? What is a preposition that you think would go well there? Which one do you think fits in that like a puzzle? We enjoy taking care the birds. Yeah, of. We enjoy taking care of the birds. Of is a preposition. It's a bridge word connecting birds with the rest of the sentence. Now here's something that can be tricky. Prepositions can also appear at the beginning of a sentence. The preposition still has a noun coming after it, and then there's the rest of the sentence. But the preposition is still connecting the noun to the rest of the sentence. Let's show you with an example. All right, here we go. After dinner, after is a preposition. After dinner, I enjoy reading a book. Wow. Now notice it's still a bridge word and it's still connecting dinner, that's the noun, to the rest of the sentence, even though it appears at the beginning. It's still a bridge word, still a connecting word. So if you see a preposition at the beginning of a sentence, don't freak out. It's okay. Sometimes they go there. Prepositions are connecting words. And wow, just like bridges, they're a great time, they're awesome, and they're just cool. They're just cool. Who else is a fan of prepositions? Anybody? Anybody? No one? You like prepositions now, right? You love them, right? You love prepositions. They're connecting words. They're bridge words. Wow, Mommy, you're doing such a great job in your race. I had no idea you were an athlete, okay? I mean, with all that cloth wrapped around you, you're doing great. You're doing a great job, just like these kids are doing a great job learning. In fact, how about this? The next thing we're going to learn about is prepositional phrases. Do you know what those are? Prepositional phrases. You're about to understand them. They are very cool. They are very, very cool. Prepositional phrases are incredible. Once you know them, everyone's going to be like, what? You know what that is? And you'll be like, yep. Prepositional phrases. I got it. I watched the video. Before we learn that, we have to answer this question. What are prepositions? We can't know what a prepositional phrase is without knowing what prepositions are. Well, prepositions are connecting words. It's pretty simple. They're connecting words. Prepositions are connecting words that act like bridges, like this bridge. Whoa, wow, what a cool bridge, a wooden bridge. A bridge connects from one side to the next, and in a similar way, prepositions are connecting words. They're like bridges in the word kingdom. Mr. Whiskers, what are you doing up right now? You're supposed to be sleeping. You're supposed to, you're supposed to stay up during the night, and sleep during the day, and I don't know what's going on with your internal clock. We're in the middle of talking about prepositions, how prepositions are like bridges. They're like the bridges of the word kingdom. They connect. They're connecting words. They're great words. And I'm in the middle of the review. Listen, if you'll just hold up, we'll play with the special bouncy ball, okay? And the little thing with the string, and the little feather, you'll think you're attacking a bird, okay? Can you just wait just a moment? So, prepositions are like bridges that connect a noun to the rest of the sentence. For example, we went fishing with Ben. With is the preposition because it's connecting Ben to the rest of the sentence. We went fishing with Ben. It's connecting Ben with the idea of going fishing. We went fishing with Ben. With is a connecting word, a bridge. The word with is a preposition. Now, sometimes a preposition is at the beginning of a sentence, but it still comes before a noun, connecting that noun to the rest of the sentence. Look at this example. After dinner, she read a book. The word after is a preposition. It's connecting the word dinner, the noun, to the rest of the sentence. She read a book. After dinner, she read a book. It's still a connecting word. It's still a bridge word. It's a preposition, even though it's at the beginning of the sentence. Prepositions can show things like time, place, and movement. Cool. Yeah, they're really interesting words that can do a whole lot. If you want to learn more about prepositions, we have a video that's pretty cool that talks about prepositions in more detail. After this video, you'll see a button that you can click to go straight to this video, and we'll share more about the different types of prepositions and things like that. But for now, what you need to know is prepositions are connecting words. Okay, so what is a prepositional phrase? We know that a preposition is a bridge word, a connecting word, but what is a prepositional phrase? Well, a prepositional phrase is a group of words that begins with the preposition and ends with something called the object of the preposition. Remember this sentence from earlier? We went fishing with Ben. Remember, the word with is the preposition because it's connecting the noun, which is the word Ben, to the rest of the sentence. Now this is so cool. Do you see this noun that comes after the preposition, this word Ben? This is called the object of the preposition. The noun that follows the preposition is always called the object of the preposition. Now remember, a prepositional phrase begins with the preposition and ends with the object of the preposition. So in our sentence, the prepositional phrase is with Ben. With Ben, with is the preposition, so it starts the phrase, and the object of the preposition ends the phrase. So the prepositional phrase only has how many words? Yeah, 2 words. The prepositional phrase is with Ben. Remember, a prepositional phrase begins with the preposition and ends with the object of the preposition. Okay, let's give this one a try. They traveled to the beach. They traveled to the beach. Well, the word to is the preposition here. It's the connecting word that's connecting beach to the rest of the sentence. They traveled. Okay, which word is the object of the preposition? Yeah, just say the word. Yeah, beach. Beach is the object of the preposition. It's the noun that is following the preposition. That means the prepositional phrase is to the beach. There are 3 words in this prepositional phrase. Remember, a prepositional phrase begins with the preposition and ends with the object of the preposition. Prepositions are like bridges that connect a noun to the rest of the sentence. Sometimes a preposition appears at the beginning of a sentence, followed by the object of the preposition, which is just the noun that follows the preposition, and then the rest of the sentence. Look at this sentence. Outside the window, the birds are singing. Outside the window is the prepositional phrase. The word outside starts the phrase out because it is the preposition, and the word window is the object of the preposition, ending the prepositional phrase. Pretty simple. Wouldn't it be funny if the birds outside the window singing were these? I mean, oh my goodness, pelicans are awesome, and they actually don't sing. They just make sounds like ah, ah, ah. And if you don't believe me, listen, look it up. Look it up online, alright? Listen to the sounds they make. Ah, ah, ah. Okay. Let's get back to prepositional phrases. We're going to give one final example, and in this one, the preposition is more in the middle of the sentence instead of at the beginning. They swim during the summer. They swim during the summer. During the summer is the prepositional phrase. During is the preposition, so it starts the prepositional phrase, and summer is the object of the preposition ending the prepositional phrase. So the prepositional phrase has 3 words. During the summer. Okay, we're in space. Well, a prepositional phrase is a group of words that begins with the preposition and ends with the object of the preposition. Wow, there you go. A prepositional phrase. Now you know what that means. You have been doing a great job, just like Mike, who's doing these push-ups. You know, he knows it's important to stay fit and to exercise and to stay healthy. And you're like exercising your mind right now, which is super cool. And next, we are going to learn about synonyms. We're going to learn what synonyms are and how you can spot them. So what are synonyms? Well, synonyms are words with the same meaning or almost the same meaning. Words that mean the same thing are synonyms, like the words angry and mad. Angry and mad have the same meaning. They are synonyms. Words that have the same meaning are synonyms, like the words seat and chair. They mean the same thing. A seat is a chair, and a chair is a seat. Those are synonyms. The words many and lots, they mean the same thing. Words that mean the same thing are synonyms, so many and lots are synonyms. They mean the same thing. Look at these 2 words, smile and grin. Those words are words that mean the same thing. They're synonyms. Hopefully with those examples, you're seeing that synonyms are words with the same meaning. But in our definition earlier, synonyms are also words that have almost the same meaning. The words aren't exactly the same in meaning, but they are very, very similar. So we're going to look at some of those synonyms. Sleep and nap are great examples of synonyms that have almost the same meaning. The meaning isn't exactly the same, but it's basically the same because napping is a type of sleeping, but not all sleep is a nap. But they're basically the same, so they're still synonyms. Look at these, warm and hot. These are synonyms. Now, hot is harder than warm, so they're not the exact same meaning, but they're very similar meanings, so they are still synonyms. Shop and store are also synonyms. Now, a store is usually bigger than a shop, but they mean basically the same thing. It's a place you buy things. So they are still synonyms because they have almost the same meaning. They are still synonyms. Well, there you have it. Synonyms are words that have the same meaning or almost the same meaning. Now we want to find out how much you have learned. We want to play a game that we call Pick the Synonyms. We're going to show several words and you pick out which of the words are the synonyms. Here we go. Fast, best, quick. Which two of these words are the synonyms? Yeah, fast and quick. Try these. Good, great, laugh. Which are the synonyms? Yeah, good and great. Try this. Tug, hop, pull. Which two are the synonyms? Yeah, tug and pull. Here we go. Road, bike, bicycle. Which two are the synonyms? Yeah, bike and bicycle. Great job. Last one. Beautiful, pretty, and glad. Which two are synonyms? Yeah, beautiful and pretty. Great job. Well, next time you see two words that mean the same thing, you could say, you know what? Those are synonyms. Thanks for watching. We had so much fun. Oh, this is such a heavy cart. Oh, my goodness. It's hard work. You know, a lot of times learning can be hard work too, but we hope that these videos are really helpful and make learning fun so that learning isn't hard like pushing this cart. Oh my goodness. Alright, what's the next thing we should learn about? Let's learn about antonyms, what antonyms are, and how to pick them out. So today we're learning about antonyms. Antonyms are words with the opposite meaning. They're words that mean the opposite thing. Here's an example of antonyms: happy and sad. These two words mean the opposite thing. That makes these antonyms. Happy and sad mean the opposite things. They're antonyms. Words that mean the opposite are antonyms, like loud and quiet. Loud is loud, but quiet is like a whisper. Loud and quiet are antonyms. How about these antonyms? Hot and cold. Hot and cold mean the opposite things. That means they're antonyms. They're opposites. Hot and cold. They're words that mean the opposite thing. Antonyms are words that mean the opposite thing, like mad and glad. They're completely different. They're opposite. These words are antonyms. Mad and glad are antonyms. What about these antonyms? Take and give. Take and give are words that mean the opposite thing. They are antonyms. Take and give are antonyms. These are antonyms because they are opposite. Look at these. Huge and tiny. Huge is really, really big and tiny is really, really small. They mean the opposite thing, so they are antonyms. Here are more antonyms, words that mean the opposite thing. Sit and stand. Those are completely different. They're the opposite. Sit and stand are antonyms. Antonyms are words that mean the opposite thing, like down and up. Down and up are, yep, antonyms. As you're learning, antonyms are words with the opposite meaning. And I think you're understanding this now, so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing a fun little game. We're going to play a game called Pick the Antonyms, which means we're going to be picking the words that mean the opposite thing. All right, I hope you're ready, I hope you're excited, and let's get started. So here are our words: tall, big, and short. Two of these words are antonyms. Which ones are antonyms? I'm going to need your help. Tall, big, and short. Which two words are the antonyms? Yeah, tall and short. They mean the opposite things. They're the antonyms. What about these? Sell, buy, and show. Which of these words are antonyms? Remember, antonyms, we're looking for the opposite. Which two words mean the opposite thing? Sell, buy, and show. Yeah, sell and buy are the antonyms. They mean the opposite thing. Here's the next one. Go, will, won't. Go, will, won't. Which two words are the antonyms? Yeah, will and won't are the antonyms, and we know they're antonyms because, they mean the opposite thing. Here's our last one. Over, ground, under. Which of these words are antonyms? Over, ground, under. Yes. Over and under are the antonyms. They mean the opposite thing. Awesome job. Well, we're going to speed along, but next time you see words that mean the opposite things, you can say to yourself, hey, those are antonyms. Oh, wow, look, it's the homophone cow. Homophone cow. Homophone cow? You're just walking, you're just going to ignore me? I see how it is. Okay, so you're upset that we haven't included you in other videos. What do you call this? You know, you're in a compilation video. That's cool, too. All right. I need to talk to the homophone cow. But in the meantime, let's learn about sentence fragments. The beach is so wonderful, isn't it? Don't you just love the beach? I'm standing here with my shopping cart, and there's one word that comes to mind. When I'm standing here looking at the sun setting, this is complete. What else could you want? You're standing on a beach. Don't make fun of the shopping cart. I might find something on the beach, okay? You don't bring a shopping cart to the beach? That's weird, okay? I've got a shopping cart. I feel complete. This is complete to me. This makes me feel happy. You know, sentences can be like that too. You see, sentences like to be complete. They love to be complete. A sentence always has a subject and a verb. A sentence wants to be complete because without a subject and a verb, it's not a sentence anymore. In fact, it's something else. It's a sentence fragment. But let me not get too far ahead of myself. Always remember, a sentence has to have a subject and a verb. Kind of like every cool birthday party has to have a baby and Chomsky. I mean a baby, maybe. Chomsky, I haven't forgotten about the hat. Yeah. So, you can come to my party, but it's still raw. It still hurts. Alright, let's get back again. So a sentence always has a subject and a verb. That means a sentence is a group of words that has a subject and a verb. It needs to have both, otherwise it's not a sentence. A sentence is a group of words that has a subject and a verb. Like this. The dog plays catch. Does it have a subject and a verb? Yeah. The subject is the word dog. And the verb is which word? Which word is the verb? Yeah. Plays. This is a sentence. It has a subject and a verb, which means it's expressing a complete thought. This is complete. There's a subject, there's a verb, we know what's going on, and there's no way this dog is catching this ball. Or maybe this dog will catch the ball. Who knows? Let us know in the comments which one you think will happen. You think he's going to catch it? Or do you think it's going to fall to the ground? Who knows? But this is a sentence. This is complete. It has a subject and a verb. It's a sentence. Or look at this one. The pig swims with a friend. The pig swims with a friend. Is there a subject and is there a verb as well? Well, yeah. The subject is pig. The pig. But is there a verb? Which word is the verb? Yeah. Swims. So this has a subject and a verb. This is a sentence. I mean, it's got a subject, and it's got a verb, and it's expressing a complete thought. It's not missing anything. It's complete. It's got the subject. It's got the verb. It is a sentence. So, what happens if a group of words is missing a subject or a verb? Well, then it's kind of like me on the beach without my shopping cart. You know? It's missing something. A sentence fragment is a group of words that is missing a subject or a verb. That's what it's called, is a sentence fragment, when it's missing something. When it's just part of a sentence, it's missing something. It's not a complete sentence, it's a sentence fragment. Kind of like being on the beach without my cart. A sentence fragment is incomplete. It's missing something. We're going to show you some sentence fragments so you can see that they're incomplete. They're missing something. They're missing either a subject or a verb. Alright, I'm ready to look at them. Sentence fragments are groups of words that are missing something. Like this. The book under the table. What? The book under the table? Where's the verb? There's no verb. It has a subject, the book, but there's no verb. It doesn't tell us what's going on with the book. What about the book under the table? There's so many unanswered questions. This is not a complete thought. The book under the table is a sentence fragment. Or how about this one? Ran to school. Ran to school? It doesn't have a subject. Who ran to school? We have so many questions about this. This is not a complete thought. It doesn't tell us who it's talking about. Every sentence has to have a subject and a verb. This has the verb ran, but it doesn't have a subject. ran to school is not a complete sentence, it's a sentence fragment. Look at this one. The old car on the road. Wait a second, this doesn't have a verb. The old car on the road? It's missing something, isn't it? It's a sentence fragment. It's not telling us what the old car on the road is doing. It's just saying, the old car on the road. Well, what about it? What about it? What is the old car on the road doing? This is a sentence fragment. It's a group of words that's missing something. And our final sentence fragment is, Mr. Whiskers on Thursday. Wait a second. What? Mr. Whiskers, what did you do on Thursday? It's a sentence fragment. I don't know. What did you do? Mr. Whiskers, you don't speak English, do you? I have no idea what you did on Thursday. I hate sentence fragments because they don't give you all the information. There's no verb. I don't know what Mr. Whiskers did on Thursday. That's not a complete sentence. You gotta have a subject and a verb. Mr. Whiskers, please. I hope you're safe. You know, I go to the beach with my shopping cart on Thursdays and everything. To review, a sentence fragment is a group of words that is missing a subject or a verb. Now, a sentence always has a subject and a verb. A sentence fragment, though, is missing either a subject or a verb. A sentence fragment is missing something. Wow, we are super proud of you! Now you know what a sentence fragment is. You know that a sentence fragment is a group of words that is missing a subject or a verb, and you know that a sentence has both a subject and a verb. A sentence shares a complete thought, but a sentence fragment is missing something. Pretty cool, huh? So the next time somebody says something to you that isn't a complete thought, you could say, hey, that was a sentence fragment because that was missing something. Hey, whoa, okay, first of all, elephants don't drive, okay? Elephants can't get a driver's license, and he's driving on the grass! He's driving on the grass! You're gonna ruin the lawn, okay? What's going on here? Alright, this is out of hand. Okay. Elephant, I don't want to tell you what you can do and what you can't do, but you can't drive, alright? Oh my goodness. Alright, next we are going to learn about run-on sentences. Run-on sentences are very interesting, and there's something special we have to do to fix them. But first, what is a sentence? Do you know what a sentence is? Well, a sentence is a group of words that has a subject and a verb. So if you see a group of words that has a subject and a verb, you could say, hey, that is a sentence. Like, look at this. The dog plays catch. This is a group of words, isn't it? Now, this group of words, does it have a subject and a verb? Yeah, it does. The dog is the subject. And what word is the verb? Plays. Yeah. This is a sentence, isn't it? It's got a subject, it's got a verb, it's a group of words, it's great, it's a sentence. How wonderful. I shouldn't get emotional. That's not a big deal. Now here's another important thing to remember when we're learning about sentences. A sentence always expresses a complete thought. What that basically means is it's telling us what's going on and who's involved. It's a complete thought. Let's look back at the dog sentence again. The dog plays catch. This is expressing a complete thought. We know who's involved, the dog, and we know what the dog is doing. The dog is playing catch, isn't he? The dog plays catch. It's giving us a complete thought, so we know what's going on. Oh, but what What if there was a sneaky type of sentence that wasn't even a sentence at all? It was a sneaky kind of sentence that tried to put multiple complete thoughts into one sentence with multiple subjects and multiple verbs. What if there was a sentence that tried to take more than it really deserved, that was sneaky, that was bigger, that was taking on what was supposed to be in two sentences into one? What if there is a sneaky thing called run-on sentences? Are they really sneaky? Yeah, they are! A run-on sentence is a group of words that has two sentences inside. There's more in a run-on sentence than there should be. Two sentences inside of one? It's like a run-on sentence is greedy. It's sneaky. It's greedy. Oh my goodness, these run-on sentences! The truth is, run-on sentences have to be split up. It's not fair for there to be a sentence that has multiple sentences inside of just one. You have to break them up, and we're going to show you how to do that. Run-on sentences. Ha! We're on to your game. You think you're getting away with this? We're about to teach all the kids how to spot you, how to find you, and how to fix you. So look out, run-on! Look out, run-on! Run-on sentences, a group of words with two sentences instead of one. Look at this one. Charlie knocked on the door. Billy opened it. Wait a second. This is sharing two thoughts. And there's multiple subjects, multiple verbs. You know what? Somebody broke the rules here. We've got to split this run-on sentence up. You have two sentences inside. We got to break this run-on sentence up. Well, where would we do that? Where should the sentence have ended? Yeah, after the word door. The sentence should have ended after the word door. We need to split up this run-on sentence right at this spot. We fixed it! So here are our two new sentences. Charlie knocked on the door. Billy opened it. Notice each sentence begins with a capital letter and ends with a period. Look at this run-on. Rover ate the food. He likes chicken. Wait a second. That's giving two complete thoughts. There are two sentences in this thing. All right, we got to fix this. Where do we need to split up this run-on sentence? Do you know where? Go ahead and say it. Yeah, right after the word food. We need to split up this run-on sentence right at this spot. We fixed it! So here are our two new sentences. Rover ate the food. He likes chicken. Notice each sentence begins with a capital letter and ends with a period. Here's our final run-on. I need your help. This homework is hard. Wait, this is expressing two complete thoughts. Definitely is a run-on sentence, isn't it? Where do we need to split up this run-on sentence? Go ahead and say it. Where do you think we need to split up this run-on sentence to make it right? Yeah, right after the word help. I need your help. That's a complete thought. And this homework is hard. That's a complete thought, too. That's where we need to split up this run-on sentence. We fixed it! So here are our two new sentences. I need your help. This homework is hard. Notice each sentence begins with a capital letter and ends with a period. Remember, a run-on sentence is a group of words that has two sentences inside. How sneaky is that? And run-on sentences have to be split up. They can't stay the way they are. They can't just be allowed to have multiple sentences inside. They need to be split up. And just remember that each sentence needs to start with a capital letter and end with a period. So when you split it up, make sure you capitalize the first letter of the sentence and that you add a period. Well, that does it for us. If you see a run-on sentence, you know what to do. We gotta split it up. Because it's not fair for run-on sentences to be so big and to have so much inside of it. We want to split it up so that we can have 2 complete sentences instead of a run-on. So next time you see a run-on, say, hey, I know how to fix it, which is really cool. Wow, you completed the video. That is so impressive. Well, you might notice there's a circle right here on this video page that you can click to subscribe to our channel, or you can click this rectangle to go to another one of our videos. But keep learning. Learning is so cool.